Hello, everybody. This is Mike Shing with Can I Have a Minute? And today we're glad to have with us Mr. Heath Hyde, one of the candidates for Texas State Representative District 2. So stand by and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is Mike Shing with Can I Have a Minute? And today I've got a treat for you. I've got Mr. Heath Hyde with me in the studio today to answer some of your questions about the office that he's running for, which is State Representative in District 2. So welcome, Heath. I'm so glad you came in to visit with us today.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Well, you bet. Anytime. So I think right off the bat, we just for the folks that maybe not familiar with some political things, explain exactly what is a state representative.
Okay. State representative is in the House of Representatives. It's one of the two branches of Congress. In our situation, we're in District 2, which incorporates Hopkins, Hunt, and Van Zant counties. The prior representative resigned in May and was voted out by the House. And that's resulted in the governor calling a special election, which will take place on November the 7th of this year.
Okay, well, that explains a lot of it. So now, people also want to know about you. They want to know about your family. So explain a little bit about that.
Okay. I'm a fifth generation from Hopkins County. My grandparents were Robert Lee and Marie Hyde and Ed and Rose Enix. My dad was Kenneth Hyde, and my mom is still living. Her name is Charlotte Hyde. I come from a farming background. My family had a dairy farm from 1956 until 1997. In addition to being in the dairy business, my dad was a school teacher here at Sulphur Springs High School. My mother owned a ladies' clothing store and also was a financial advisor here in town. My sister, Dusty, is the county attorney and has been the county attorney here in Hopkins County for well over 20 years. I'm married to Christy, and I have a daughter, Hayden. And as far as me, I graduated from Sulphur Springs High School in 1989. I went and graduated from Texas A&M. Then I went to Texas Wesleyan School of Law. And from there, I worked at the Dallas County District Attorney's Office as an assistant DA for 10 years. Mm-hmm. Then I left. I've been in private practice for 17 years with an office here in Sulphur Springs. In addition to being in the legal community, I have been in the agricultural community. After our dairy farm, I started a beef cattle operation and have continued that throughout this time and have remained in the agriculture doing that.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, how did you get into the race?
Well, it's kind of funny. This is not something I had planned to do. I was walking to my car and got a phone call late one Monday evening, and it was some representatives in the state capitol that I'd gone to Texas A&M with, and they said, listen, your guy's being removed tomorrow. We need some help down here. We'll help you in Austin. We'd help you up there the best we could, but we need somebody with an agricultural background, and we think the lawyer part would be a plus, but you've got 2 days to decide.
Let's see.
And
had a lot of time.
Yeah, and at that point, I prayed about it, and things that had been successful for me had been things I hadn't planned out, which was going to law school or going to work at the DA's office. So I just felt like it was the right thing to do, and my family got on board with it, and we jumped in, and it's been great ever since.
Well, that's really good. Now, we already talked about your background, so we know a little bit about that. So let's ask you some political questions. What are some of the issues that are facing the district right now?
Well, it seems like the most important issue that a lot of people are talking about is just the border security. That's a concern. Yeah. It affects all of us in a different way.
Definitely.
President Biden hasn't done what he needed to do using the federal government, and so Texas has had to do things that we really shouldn't have to do, but that's got to be addressed. That's got to get under control. In addition to that, we've got issues about property taxes and appraisals. We've got to make sure that people that own property don't continue to pay rent on it. In addition to that, I'm a firm believer in Second Amendment rights. I've got the highest rating by NRA in their evaluation of candidates. In addition to that, I think there's issues about schools are very important. I'm for protecting the public schools and preserving our communities I have that make our district unique, and I'm for public schools, and I think those are the things that have got to be addressed here soon.
Sure. Well, I know that is in the forefront of what you intend to do, and people around here, majority of the people, recognize you and know you as a local attorney. So, did you want to run for this? I mean, is this something? I know you said you never thought about it before, but once you did get it in your head and was asked to do it, and you prayed about it, you really had a strong drive to do it. Is that right?
That's right. And if I believe that I'm supposed to be doing something, I'm going to go at it 100%. Mm-hmm. And in hindsight, it seems like I've kind of been groomed for it to the extent that I've been a trial lawyer. I've had over 400 jury trials, so I'm used to trying to be able to convince people in what I believe in. In addition to that, I've had to read and study laws, which is important, and writing laws, which you do in the House of Representatives. In addition to that, being involved in the agricultural community and in that field, I'm the only candidate in this race that has been involved in agriculture. I've been endorsed by Farm Bureau as their candidate that they feel like can promote the issues that they feel need to be done. And I would just like to use all those talents and background in order to represent the people in this district.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I think that's about all I had in mind. Is there anything you want to share with the viewing public right now that we might not have already covered, that you could convince them to go out there and vote for Heath Hyde?
Well, I'm fortunate to be from this community. I'm fortunate I've been a member at First Baptist Church for over 50 years, and I teach Sunday school there, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of being from Sulphur Springs. I'm proud of this entire district. It's a great place to live, and it means a lot to a lot of people. And I would do my very best to represent you. I'm a firm believer in remaining and having a feel with what y'all need and what y'all want. And I would just use that skill set that I have to the best of my ability to protect our rights and continue to make this be a great place to live and go to school.
Okay. Well, that sounds good, and I tell you what, I am so proud to know Heath Hyde. I've known him for a long time. I've never regretted 1 minute of knowing the man. I will tell you this right now. I am committed to him, and I'm committed to go out and vote for him. And if you don't think that you know enough about him, you can contact him. He has a local office here in Sulphur Springs. You can go to the campaign office and talk, get information about him. You call him. You can call me. I'll be glad to tell you. But anything, I will let you know this. As far as I'm concerned, this is the man for the job. And you're probably saying, well, you're prejudiced. Well, you're right. I am, because of the fact that I know a good man when I see one. I've been in law enforcement for over 35 years. And I guarantee you, I know a good man when I see one. So, without further ado, I just want to say one last thing. Thank you, Heath Hyde, for coming in, giving us a little information, sharing with the people that we know, so we will know exactly what you're doing.
And in closing, don't forget, it's a special election. There's not going to be a lot of people vote. November the 7th election, early voting 23rd to 30th, and I need your vote.
There you go. Thank you very much. Appreciate you watching, tuning in again to Mike Shing and Can I Have a Minute? Y'all have a good day.